All right, thank you. Thank you both teams. Now we go into our question and answer period. So the first two Irlandés, Mexico, you will have 9 minutes to ask questions of Congress, Caterpillar, and Congress, and then one person should answer each question. All right, Irlandés, Mexico.
Are you aware that House Resolution 6061, also called the Secure Fence Act of 2006, also proposes the creation of a border to the north?
If you repeat the question, we got cut off in the middle.
Is the wall a dangerous
Mexico. We're not hearing your sound. I don't know what. Can you try a different microphone?
Would you say that the wall creates a dangerous obstacle for immigrants?
Yes, it creates.
Would you say it would be more dangerous than what's currently controlling the access of immigrants in the unprotected areas?
By the building of the wall, the immigrants are going to look for more dangerous places to cross to the United States.
Such as?
Repeat, please.
You said they would cross through more dangerous places than the desert, as they do, as the majority of illegal immigrants cross now. Which places would be more dangerous than the Arizona desert?
We could not understand your question.
You said that the immigrants would look for more places to cross and that these places would be more dangerous than from where they cross now. Currently, 51% of illegal immigrants cross through the Arizona desert. Can you mention at least one example of a place that would be more dangerous than the Arizona desert currently?
Yes, in fact we can. Since the purpose of the wall would be to be constructed along the border, then there have already been cases of people who actually are, for example, a boat, they alter it so that there are compartments in the machinery where people fit inside, or inside trailers, for example. It's not only going into the, in the carrying box, it's also going inside the engine.
And doesn't that already happen without a wall?
The thing it would increase.
How does the wall affect the environment, and how will it damage entire ecosystems?
By building a wall, you are stopping the ecosystem. The ecosystem is not divided by Mexico and United States. The ecosystem is the whole territory. And by putting a wall, you are stopping some animals to integrate.
Okay, so how is the environment relevant to the immigration, and how will it stop or decrease the immigration rate?
Yeah, just think that it would be another reason why not to build the wall.
But how is it relevant to diplomatic relations?
But how is that relevant to diplomatic relationships?
Well, for example, Mexico would be angry if some of their own national environment is destroyed. Along the borders, the wall would be built along several types of difficult terrains in which, for example, in Mexico, along that place, there are several plants and animals that only exist there. We are not exactly big in conservative issues, but this is relevant because we are trying to be more concerned about our environment. And therefore, if this wall is built, then we're going we're gonna feel the impact. We are just trying to protect the environment. And it's another reason why not to build it.
While the wall alone might not do anything, could you also mention what other measures are considered in House Resolution 6061, which approves the construction of the wall?
I didn't understand because that was not a question.
Do you know what other measures, additionally, of the approval of the construction of the wall are mentioned in the Secure Fence Act of 2006, also called House Resolution 6061?
That's the construction.
So as to your knowledge, House Resolution 6061 and the Secure Fence Act of 2006 only allows for the construction of the border wall?
They're aware of that, but it does only allow the construction. That doesn't mean it's being constructed by now.
Are you aware that the United States have a permanent terrorist threat?
Template.
Are you aware that the United States have a permanent terrorist threat?
Yes, we're aware of that. Well, let me tell you that the terrorists,
Are they not in all their rights to defend their country from those terrorists?
the United States does have the right to defend themselves, but just let me tell you that to build a border wall between Mexico and the United States, it's a fact not of terrorism, because Mexico hasn't done any terrorist attacks to the United States. They should be aware of other countries. And they could enter from Mexico, yes, they could. But I don't know, the diplomatic relations, they will damage with Mexico, and this will not be convenient either to Mexico, either to the United States.
From special interest countries have been covered.
Do you know how many OTMs or other than Mexicans have been caught crossing the border over the last few years?
Or 450 per year.
And do you know from what countries they are?
And it's Afghanistan, Yemen, Syria, etc.
Aren't these countries the one who pose a permanent terrorist threat to the U.S.?
We're talking about illegal immigration. Afghanistan, Yemen, Syria, all those people that enter, they are legal. All of them have their visa, passports, everything. They're not illegal.
Do you know that they have been caught crossing illegally, all of them, 450 of them?
As an example, as you put in your presentation, the September 11th of 2001, those people were of those countries, but they were legal immigrants and they didn't come from Mexico. And besides, they entered from one of the most important airports of the United States.
Okay, excuse me, gentlemen. Time is up, so we're going to switch positions now. Before we begin, we have a higher volume level so, if you just move your microphone up to the front a little bit more. And, because we hear you more than we hear Coolers. So just keep your mic further to the front of your Very good. But, okay, the jury is asking whether OPMs or OPMs.
OTM means other than Mexicans.